Right. So computer's having some trouble. It was my PC. I wasn't sure it was my PC. I was kind of coping a bit, and then we blue screened. Bro, these guys kicked me from the group, but the item I wanted didn't drop, so it's like kind of fine. Like I'm for it. It still let me roll on the item. Could be. I think that my GPU was the problem there. I don't know if it was getting I mean, it did feel like it was getting crazy hot. It did feel like it was getting crazy fucking hot. I'm showing a group. Oh, I am showing a group. Okay, I wasn't kicked. Let me zoom back in then. It was just my thing being turned off. No, just the blue screen caused that. Bro, wait, were you affected by that, Kojak? That shit's crazy. Even crazier that it ended up. So basically the whole story was this, right? CrowdStrike were like a separate company that all the business, like a lot of corporate companies use. So it's like security software that runs, it's like a security type thing that runs in the Windows kernel, right? And so they had a shitty update, and it's a private company, or like not Microsoft, and everyone blamed Microsoft. Microsoft stock tanked based on a different company's actions. It's just wild. It's wild because it ended up reflecting on Microsoft. Apparently they're down like 15-20% now too. But probably not now, Skip, to be honest. I feel like companies only give you one chance. The amount of money that companies would have lost for using CrowdStrike probably doesn't make it worth it. I imagine IT companies around the world are getting rid of that shit. They're gonna, whatever damage they've taken, I think companies won't put up with it. I mean, won't even, like, you only get one shot at that type of thing, right? Once something like that happens, it's like kind of game over. It's just like, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. People were saying it was more destructive than like it was more like, I mean, what was the last major thing like that in modern era where you had, I mean, I imagine there are still, so from what I understand as well, there was no actual solution for computers affected by it. You basically just had to you had to reboot into effectively like a safe mode that let you delete and bypass the faulty driver effectively. So lots of PCs that ran it, oh my god, it's only 100G, but still. Just agreed, I don't care what they do. Yeah, you basically have to go in safe mode, delete the driver, and then it would boot as normal because it would ignore it. Because it could actually go in and update correctly, and then the update would probably remove it. But The issue is, and I saw a bunch of things linked around, of like supermarkets and stuff where they have a whole bunch of PCs that just don't even have interfaces. They're designed to be like you press the button, it turns on, and then you never touch it again. It's supposed to only be remoted, like you only remote, but there's no interface even to put, like, in order for you to, I need to find the picture of it, but like it was basically a whole bunch of blue screened, like you go to a supermarket and you've got like the kiosks. It's like the kiosks are blue screened. That type of thing. Like there's no easy solution there, and it's not going to be like a you do it in one day type thing. It's just a disaster. Yeah, that's... Does Mac Linux have anything similar to that, or to like air traffic? Holy fuck! I mean, it was everything. I imagine companies are gonna get out of like that specific, like. I mean, no, maybe you could you believe though? Like, presumably they're going to say, hey, we're going to do things to stop this from happening in the future. But like, could you believe that, considering how severe that situation was? Well, the entire point of CrowdStrike is that the only way it could be better than Windows Defender is that they're going to be they'll be slightly faster and more vigilant, I suppose. It's literally, it's a private company that is literally just their insecurities. They're continually monitoring for exploits and stuff. So basically, like the scariest thing for any business is a 0-day exploit, like basically one that no one knows about. And I guess the idea would probably be that CrowdStrike are just slightly better at like being faster, and also they probably also push out updates less disruptively. I'm not sure how often they do it, but yeah, I mean maybe they've got like a, I'm not sure how they'd be better. I imagine they're either faster or they've got infrastructure in place that if something really, really bad happens, they can just like be like, hey, pause, you need to update now type thing. If it like puts your company at risk. But zero day stuff would be what they'd be most afraid of. And I imagine that's the only reason you'd care of a Windows Defender. But I could be wrong. Giving the security using CrowdStrike, you're gonna run a lot of shit. Maybe. I would imagine now is a really good time for Microsoft to. I imagine there's a corporate version of security for Microsoft too. Now would probably be a pretty good time for Microsoft to be like, hey, we'll do this, but we already have those practices, and we've got a bit. Like, just imagine your track record now has we caused one of the biggest most disruptive events in the entire internet. Like, how do you recover from that? Like, you fucked up on like the most catastrophic level of like you're up there with like the original fucking it was like the worms that they had back in the like 90s. You're like on that level. Can't remember the name of it. Wasn't it like a love one or something? Basically, an email went around and like destroyed the entire internet for a sec. That type of thing. You're like on that level of disrupted, but it's actually worse because I feel like the infrastructure wasn't as dependent on like air traffic and stuff weren't as dependent on the internet at that point in time, so it probably wouldn't have had the kind of like chilling effect that this did. But yeah, I mean, I imagine competitors or Microsoft, if they have a corporate product for that, probably try and get involved because, yeah, they have the history of not having done that, realistically. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, if the only... So the way that CrowdStrike work right now, I think, is that like they don't have to do super well. They just have to not do worse than Microsoft. And they're probably not always faster than Microsoft to patching stuff. They just need to not be compromised in a way where Microsoft Defender clients are affected or aren't affected, you know what I mean? But you have the advantage of being able to see what they do. Like you see them push an update and then you know? So it's like you're not necessarily... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what the advantage would be. If I had to guess, it's going to be something like I don't think Windows will continually communicate. Like, I don't think there's a way for Windows to push. So if an exploit's found on Windows, on a Windows system, so I'm using Windows Defender, right? If a 0-day exploit comes out, I don't think Windows pushes to all clients you need to update right now. I think Windows just polls every day or every couple days, right? I think that's how it works. Like every couple days, your Windows system will check an update. My guess is that CrowdStrike has the ability to force all its clients to update right then and there if there's a 0-day. Like what, you know, if the red alert goes out and they're like, okay, well, because if you get compromised, you can lose potentially very large amounts of money. Yeah, so is there not a corporate? There's no corporate product for Windows Defender. They haven't even tried. It seems baffling to me that there's no. Let me see. Microsoft Defender for Business. Wait, what? Yeah, it exists. They have their own one. Microsoft Defender for Business is $3 per user per month. Doesn't say the scale of it. Up to 300 users and 5 devices per user. That's not really enough, is it? It says enterprise grade device protection. See, it's crazy to me they haven't made one for enterprise though. Is it just the liability of getting it wrong that they can't be bothered with? They just don't want to have to deal with, like, you know, like a giant company getting compromised through them. Well, CrowdStrike could take on the liability of, like, if something goes wrong to an enterprise, you know. I'm curious as to what the contract looks like in that sense too. Like whether these companies that are having issues. Because CrowdStrike were very quick to say, hey, there was no security breach, you know? Very important for them to say that, because if it was a security breach, I'm assuming it triggers... I assume they've got contract stuff where, like, if they miss a breach, that they are liable in some form. But maybe when they push faulty code, it doesn't count that way? There's got to be some reason for them to have said that. I guess your business is just trying to stop breaches. They just happen to create the biggest breach that the world has seen in a while. I guess in a way it kind of was a security breach. For, like, if you were really quick thinking, I imagine there were, because, you know, one of the big I've only done like one paper in data security, to be honest, or info security or infosec, but social engineering is a big part of how breaches happen. And I imagine when all the companies in the world are down at the same time for, you know, up to 24 hours or so, there's probably some pretty big opportunities though for like, you know, enterprising people. I imagine it was a pretty relaxing day for you guys yesterday then, Kojak, right? If you're just like, well, you know, everyone else is just freaking out and your entire company, no problems at all. No issues. Apparently Times Square was blue screened. They found the dungeon? I'm going to be honest, I don't love it. But I also don't hold them to the standard of needing to do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't personally hold Blizzard accountable in such a way that they need to make a good product. I think it does fine. I think it does fine. No one expected the world of it. I didn't expect. I don't think that people even knew it existed necessarily. That's new. Is that just like a new PvP trinket? Is that just better than? Is there even a comparable PvP trinket to that? I struggle reading that. I mean, I'm not really PvPing actively, so someone will use it. I mean, I'm not sure the internals of like how much it costs them to produce or anything like that, but yeah, I'm personally for it. I mean, I think they've done a good job with the SOD in general. It's 4G. We need that. I think the really interesting part is going to be what they do next. I think the level 60 phases, when there's no leveling involved, there's like a strong need to create a lot of interest, and I don't know how they're going to do it. I think there's a really high chance, like that. Just speaking from the experience of Classic as a whole, the biggest problem Classic as a whole has had is like phases 2 through whatever comes after it. So there's kind of a need for them to I don't know how they do it. I actually don't know what they'll do next, but I think that's how they progress and make people want to continue gearing in future phases, and especially ways to get new players back and stuff. Super difficult. Very curious to see what they do. Part of me wonders if they will actually just put leveling in, which seems weird, right? But they could do it. Just have like a 2 level, like having some leveling content each time might be the play, but I don't know. I mean, in theory, it can work. Yeah, it's hard to create like reps that people want to find. I mean, I guess you just put rep in each patch and try and put like really compelling rewards in from that rep. Let's see under everything fun for me. Let me see. Let's see what can you drop. Doesn't really drop much in general. None of them drop that much in general. It's kind of an interesting item. Didn't know it existed. Has kind of the same sorts of stats. Whoa. Fucking one shot me, man. 2.9k crit. I think I must have ripped dagger on the boss at the same time. Now, if I had to guess, my defense is not super leveled. Defense. No, my defense actually is very leveled. I guess they have B-reses but don't want to use them, which I respect. My god, it takes a while to die. Doesn't do a whole bunch though, I suppose. A really interesting item. I was just trying to learn to do DMT runs, but thing is, if I'm playing, I don't know. DMT is like 30 AP plus the thing, right? So it's like 40 AP compared to 45, 43 AP. Huh. What's DMT's worth? If I can learn to do the solo. All right, this group is done with this. I'm gonna be right back 1 sec. I'm gonna queue a shuffle and hopefully my computer doesn't crash. If it does, we're probably going to turn the stream back on today, but otherwise we'll be on for a little longer. I am gonna see if beta will kindly work. Might not. Kind of figured it'd be easy to get a shuffle queue on Warrior, so I'm gonna try that again. I got an AFK though. God damn it, man. I really wanted to do this queue, but I have to AFK for 1 second. I'll Q and A it back. Thanks for watching, guys.
More rowdy than a mosh pit. Kicking doors in. Coming through more rowdy than a mosh pit. crash down tonight. I just wanna feel what I feel when it's just you and me. I'm falling on my knees just to see if I can still bleed. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman. Hope it's not a grand delusion. So keep me in this state of mind. Tell me that it's real life. 'Cause with you I'm superhuman.
Just like you, the 3137. Sorry, guys. We're back. We should be back now for the rest of the stream. I'm only here for like an hour or two, I think, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. There should be groups running around about now as well. Thank you so much for taking it. That's my 10th episode today as well. What am I gonna try and do? I don't need that. I'm like wondering whether this weird spot where if I go survival, I don't need hit. Wait, do I need hit? Actually, wait. I have 3%. Do I how much do I have? 1. I only have 2. No, 3. Okay, because weapon. But if I drop the neck hit, which I'm planning to do, then I kind of need to go DMT. Okay, I'm not a solo DMT, man. How the fuck do we solo DMT, chap? Do we want to try and learn? I mean, I've seen people click DMT solo. Like, literally click. And do just fine. Do we think we're on that level? Clicking? But maybe we are. Maybe I can click too.
Not as cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. You're not as cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Cold as me. Motherfucker, stop pretending. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. You're not as cold as me.
Man, we've done it before. So I feel like it should I'm gonna try. I think we need the hit. Thank you so much for the 42 month resub, man. Thank you very much, buddy. Do we have aim shop? We have scatter shop. Basically, we have hit problems if we play the other build. I think if I ever find myself overloaded with hit, we can easily swap back. But as we're currently playing it, we just don't have much hit to work with. I think we'll end up with lots of hit in the end, but okay. Maybe? Yep. It's time. We're doing a Fury shovel. I've only done very little Fury. I don't know if I'm playing the right build. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that I'm not, to be honest. And Odin Fury seems really, really. All right, right now I have no UI functioning, so we just have to attack. We're just kind of everywhere right now. Possibly not in a good way. But now we're back to being everywhere again. Here comes a stun. Boop. I don't have a root break. I don't have a root break, man. What is this? I was hoping that would discourage him from cycloading me, but it did not. Veen, we get stunned on the Veen. Oh, we actually get a lot of value from the Veen. Let me get Turtle out of the way. So I'm noticing the execute destroys my my Fury really bad, and I think that talent is mandatory because we can't afford. This guy might die. This is the most damage ever. Most damage ever. Okay, we have to respec bad. This talent right here, we need this. We need that bad. I don't know why I'm not playing that, but obviously you can't execute without it. So I gotta find a way to get it. Mastery. What are we taking a point out of this one? Yeah. I don't know what else it would be, right? Fresh meat. Oh, we can do that. Just a fresh meat. We don't need fresh meat, right? Yeah. Well, yeah. That was a bad talent choice before. We've solved it now. It's very awkward pressing execute and just going to 0 every time. Like you want to use it to get tons of stuff. This would be an excellent time to fair, followed by whoop. Oh, we're doing big damn now. Omegatron like dump truck damage on this DK now. We're everywhere. No one's safe. Dump truck. Leap across this guy. Dump truck. Oh, he's alive. He's alive. I was certain that when you're hitting literally like a dump truck, not that that's a thing that I would know how hard they hit, technically. I imagine they would hit pretty hard. If I had to guess. I'm not gonna guess, but if I had to guess. How do I break roots? What is this shit? I don't think I have the ability to break roots. Oh, holy fuck, we hit hard. The dump truck is back, man. No, come back. No, come back. Fuck. Oh, that was a nice double stun. That was actually kind of a nice double stun. Oh, here it is. Random one-shots. It's a thing. Boop. Boop. Look at that, man. Oh my god. Big damn. Unbelievably big damn. I mean, it's unbelievably big damn, but like, still pretty good. I wonder if we want to have 45-second. They actually buffed the fuck out of that. I actually think Uproar sounds better. Like one is just 100% more damage on that, and my bleeds don't do much damage anyway. All right, the Druid is currently sitting up top AFK, so we're gonna just go ahead and begin to back up the dump truck. Oh shit! Look, it's not gonna be a 6-0 because this guy's AFK as fuck after the first two truckings. Do you think Uproar? But then I wonder if I should just go spare. Damn it, man! Wait, it's 3-0. This guy's undefeated, man. My MMR is 20. All right, this guy's higher than my Death Knight. This guy's shuffle has just been 2 people rage quitting. 7-0. I mean, it's wild. I'm sure it's good down, but yeah, you're right. I imagine those champions might. Anyway, we evolved our spec a little bit. I don't know if culling Cyclone's better than the Rampage thing. There are any rounds where Rampage did a lot of them? Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Is it after? What is it after? I actually think 20% more on Cyclone is, or 20% more on Bladestorm sounds better. Do kind of want to play a game. Such a weird problem I was having before. Knights of Turns. Now, in order for me to do this, I need Frost Oil. This is kind of expensive. DMT is definitely not profitable at that price, right? No shop. It's a weird animation for that now. Can you always see someone's gem they have? You inspect them? Oh, it actually is. I guess you can see everyone's like what gem they're using by just like looking at them. So unsurprisingly, the majority of people on here are just doing doing PvP or doing PvE rather. Just try and get my thing, but the chance of me getting like having it be profitable. At that price. But this is the guy doing in phase 4. Let's look. I don't have scatter. Interesting. Damn, it's going clean. I mean, you do those without runes, so. I feel like he's not gonna kill it. He's not gonna bother trapping him. I think you can Viz out of this, right? Oh. It's in Viz time, right? Oh. Bro, I've never done it before. I don't know. The pet stays there. Seems kind of sketchy. Still takes a long time to kill. You're not even doing it at all. Are you doing that right now, Clyde? Yeah, I'm gonna get that ring instead, I think. I mean, Aaron needs it too. But I'm kind of like lost what I want to do. DM. Aaron does need DMT for her thing. If I go survival, then if I change neck, then I'm gonna drop 1% hit. We gotta pick it up with the ring. Is what I'm thinking right now. But Aaron does need to do that for her the beads quest anyway. So maybe it's not smart. Then I guess I just don't need much though, right? Like I'm kind of just done with everything. My previous is kind of farmed, finished farmed. I just need gold, right? To buy the widgets, and I'm done. Could try a paladin game. I don't think paladins have been changed though. Injury doesn't look bad, but also maybe I do that after she doesn't get her thing. Here's take away one of the things that I'm incentivized to do. It's fucked up, Av. Is there a cheap way to get Dark Winter tickets? You need to free up 4 spots for the costume. No, I'll do Diamond. Right now I only really see I think Healing Priest is pretty insane.
Brawl Hall. Strength.
Do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't
Nah, I don't care.
do we turn back?
Doesn't matter.
Do we turn back? It's in your face. First up to mine. What did the day end up in time? How do we fall? How did we fall? When we are all we've got. Do we go left? I see no signs. Do we go right? Can't decide. Do we turn back? Do we turn back? It's in your face. First up to mine. What did the day end up in time? How do we fall? How did we fall?
I think I only have like 2 rounds out.
once outside. My brothers and I fought at the Battle of Haijiang. Any who seek to steal from the bank must face us first.
T-Press, you're getting a 19-month resub, buddy. That is my 12th, well, 13th sub today. I'm not sure which. Thank you very much, buddy. They haven't. Douse is probably the last thing I have to do after tonight. I imagine it's the same though. Just considering. Like I feel like they're probably the same number because it's still the same exact. Like they're putting the rep is in Blacker Mountain. So the entire point was to make it easy to farm rep, right? Wait, there's a new boss? What new boss? Who? One extra boss in MC. Holy fuck, really? $11? That's really interesting. That's kind of exciting. I did not know that. I bet you have to discover it then, right? They'll make it like a discovery thing, so you have to actually figure out how to get the boss to summon. Is my assumption? Maybe wrong. Wait, I guess original vanilla had that, right? You had to like fish up, like people had to discover the boss in ZG and stuff too back in the day. Nah, that boss dropped parts of what you needed for a thing, right? For the trinkets? It was like pretty useful.
Walking on ice, paper thin. Skating on the surface of what might have been. Do you wanna be set free? Voices in the sound of the cracks all singing to me. Do you wanna be set free? If you come back looking for me, keep your eyes off the ground. Let me hear you take off for a drive. If you come back looking for me, if you come back looking for me, if you come back looking for me, I'll be right back. Walking on ice, paper thin. Skating on the surface of what might have been. Do you wanna be set free? Voices in the sound of the cracks all singing to me. Do you wanna be set free?
When will we do it next year? You can't do next year until Thursday, I don't think, right? Unless it releases earlier for some reason. You can't imagine if it released on, like, say, Tuesday, but I think it'll be Thursday, right? This guy's Empyrean. I'm not sure what raid. I honestly think it might be ideal to raid the first day. Get an idea for the difficulty and stuff. I feel like I won't raid on Thursday. I mean, I guess going in blind is interesting too. What do you think, Ab? Would you rather go in blind, or would you rather wait and see what other people do? I mean, you'd still get some idea of it. It's weekly, yeah. I mean, it'll just be slightly changed. Well, no, actually, it'll probably be quite changed. Yeah, well, it's not really blind, I guess, because you'd go in like a bit after. Yeah, you just do it late the first night. It releases during the day, so people would have already cleared it in the first hour or so. What's going on, Ham? I don't know what just happened. What thread is that? I don't know. I don't know what this thread is. I think the warrior may have gone late and aggroed stuff. So I can technically just kill his elite purely with stuns, right? This is OP. Wait, what is this pull? The big pull. Recoverable, I think. It's Fire Blast if I die. Oh my god. This trash not fucking around, man. There's so much more geared too. And yet he's coming back. He comes straight back, so you have to wait. Oh, alright. You go this way, you have to get past now. But yeah, like this character's Illidan is so bricked. I don't know how Paladin will go. I don't think Paladin's that good unless they buffed it.
But those wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit. But those wanna bite my shit, bite my shit, bite my shit.
My crit chance. But I have so much crit now, what the fuck?
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, what's your pet? What's your pet? What's your pet? Your pet. Wait. What was it fine? Getting some weird pathing to us. That's fine. This might lag or I think it will.
Here you go, adventurer. Put this thing on and you'll have 10 minutes to do whatever. Good luck. Oh, and if you happen to find a key to get me out of here, by all means let me know.
This guy's done beads. I see. You want to do world bosses tonight, right, Ev? We can maybe res. And you might have some trouble forming a few res from wild bosses. Getting Fang on this would be pretty fucking badass for us though. Looks like I gotta go through here. I mean, it's possible if you go early, you could form a group with a ton of other stuff. Hey, Sun God. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Yeah, and I was wondering about that. Was a nice little 300k DPS priest earlier on. That was pretty fucking crazy. Were you guys both playing the same build, or was it like one person playing a build? I have no idea. If we attacked the other priest, would you have popped off as hard? Oh, was he literally? What was his Brazil, or his verse rather? Was he like low verse? Okay. He'd just be dead then. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have to have a lot of crit for that build or something? Is it when your dots crit you spawn apparitions? Ah, monster, gotcha. That's maybe a big damn for someone. Just like a pretty good ring, or a pretty good helm for someone too. I don't know what the stone even turns into nowadays. Other than gold. Maybe good for you, Ev? I'm not sure. Got attack power. Yeah, I'm heading out pretty soon. I'm taking the rest to try and make up for the mats. It probably won't. Stream died. My computer crashed. I probably ought to buy a new one at some point. I've been saying that for like a year and a half, but I probably should for War then. My PC just randomly blue screened. I mean, it's most sketchier on ABC time. Like last time, my PC was it hasn't crashed in a tournament yet, fortunately, but it's definitely one of those things I'm like terrified of happening. I just usually reset my PC multiple times throughout the tournament days to reduce the chance. I have mats for you if you want to turn on. Did you already turn it on? What do you need? You did it? Okay. Erin's gonna need like 3 of these runs probably tonight. If she, I mean, she's following up the 0.5 quest slowly. Or you use it instantly? Yeah, it's a one-time use. It also cancels your meta, which is really troll. Yeah, it's a singular use per. I mean, I have mats from the tribute. wonder if they changed those at all. Let me see. Did they change the class books? It's a 44 healing trinket. They really didn't change them? Oh, they're buffed. This one's buffed for Paladin, I think. I added some extra ones in. Okay. Are they done? Fine. Once he resets, he can't get back into that one anymore. Oh my god. I had a shuffle. Can we delay this next one by 10 up? Wait, I'm a Red Paladin. I didn't want to do it in a Red Paladin. Man, Red Paladin sucks. I thought it was a warrior. Hey, Lizuga. I thought Red Paladin sucks, man. We fucked up.
Mortals, I present a lucrative opportunity for those who prove themselves worthy of the task. Many in the cartel are wagering on who are the greater combatants. Care to influence the outcome? Do not let the cartel down. We expect a return on our investment.
Oh, I'm playing this dog shit. Okay, so this build. What I'm playing right now. It's like particularly weak. Well, I wouldn't say weak. Weak is the wrong word. It's like just not super strong. We had a Mistweaver on this game as well. I don't have wings. I have a thing that procs wings. Like this. It hits really hard when it goes off, but Okay, we're gonna try and set all that damage up here as much as we can. Like this. Ready? Good set. Bloop. Am I doing damage? I feel like I'm not doing damn. I'm gonna see afterwards. We just did fucking no damn. I know it. Wait, hang on. This guy's in real danger here. Bloop. I still don't have him at all, man. The shield got popped instantly. Oh, I have one of these. Did I randomly proc this? I feel like either I forgot to use that or I don't know. This round doesn't feel that bad though. I mean, this lobby right now, this particular pad in the lobby. Oh, here we go. Bloop. Bloop. How is he alive, man? Jesus Christ. I bop him. And I sack him. I need to blind but not hit that guy. We did it though. Look at that. We fucking did it. Bloop. God damn it, man. How are we alive? What is going on? This time for sure. Bloop. It does no damn. I don't know. I'm not sure what to tell you at this point. I have nothing to tell you. Holy fuck, he's at 2% health. I have nothing to tell anyone of that, but we did top damn though. Look, we're in the second highest damage. Hammer of dog shit. Hammer of light. That's the thing that's fucking 1.4 million crit, and they they literally shrug it off. Just brush that off and continue on. There's got to be a better build than this one, right? But Herald seems kind of dog shit. Herald's more about self healing. I feel you get Eternal Flame. I feel like there's just literally no chance in hell that we can do this. It's enough. I mean, I did you top down though. Hold on. Wait a second. We gotta cook a little bit. Bloop. His health doesn't even move. I don't know what do you want from me? Your health isn't even fucking moving, man. Maybe I can kill a paladin? You kicked him? I have shield up. I've been ganked on this as well, which is great. That's the big hit. I'm playing Stack, but I don't know how to press it. And I kind of do.
No matter who
The minute mark on the cooldowns, it might be a cooldown from him, I don't know. Might also just be a cooldown from me and a cooldown from no one else. He bubbled as a mercy bubble. He did not need to bubble there. So I've got Bob and that's it. And I'll be honest, Bob is not much of a CD. This is the Bob that doesn't do anything, but it makes it look like I used a cooldown. It's basically just discourage him, hopefully. Oh no, man. Live you legend! Wait, we have it. One shot. It did no damage. Wait, I got another proc. What is that? I have a second one, right? We do it again. Wait, how do you make it do two of them? Hold on a second. Maybe I haven't read this ability correctly. I did not think that was possible. Live a little bit longer. Here we go. We're back. One. Or maybe you have to like wait. Kill him. We bubble anything that hits us. We didn't even have to bubble. It doesn't even matter. Get him. Not even close. Okay, explain to me what the fuck happened here. How do we? Listen, what? When you cool down, when you gain a stack of lights when you cool down. Oh, they're unavailable. What? I don't understand. How's this not? No. I already did, but how did it happen twice is the question. Do we get stacks? When it's on cooldown.
We expect a return.
A stack of Lightster. I don't understand. I don't know. I think the dragon is not happy about that. Maybe if I wait longer. Well, maybe it's whenever I proc wings, I can immediately send another one. Oh! He's dying, man. He's surely dying. So I'm close to perk another one. I think when I perk another one, I can immediately send another hammer. So you should try and be ready for that. It's in like 10 stacks. That is actually pretty interesting synergy if that's how it works. So then here comes the double, right? Right? Next hit. Next hit is a double hit. We just go fucking crazy. Ready? We're getting a wild hit. Here we go. Hodge. Wait. Hello? You fucking scam me. I think I had to. Okay. You have to. Okay. I understand now. I understand how this is supposed to work. No one panic. So you have to have wings active and then reproc. And then it gives you the thing, I think. Oh, that's a bubble angle for sure. There's a bubble from him too, right? Wait, no, it reprocced here. We got a second one to use right away. He traps me, man. It's so brutal. I don't know what caused it to have two of them there, but that was kind of sick. Serious question, because it's driving me crazy. Game crashed just now. Logged back in and I'm zoomed in, even though I'm zoomed out all the way. I mean, all I can think of is your camera, the camera console command's not working anymore. If you're using this, it might have like reset that when you crashed. That Siva, but that's all I can think of. So rotation definitely feels more compressed. We don't have with lots of dead globals now.
Victory is clear. Now the bargain is up here. Do not let the content down. We expect a return on our investment.
I feel like a different talent I could use instead. It's possible the monk is just currently. One thing I'm noticing a lot is Cocoon is really tiny now, and it's very breakable. I don't love bubbling CC for fun too much, unless. I actually see the entire window. That fucking sucks. Yeah, Cocoon definitely seems best just to attack through her. Wait. No. So who's winning this lobby? I don't know. I guess we were gonna win the previous round, if I had to guess.
Do not let the content down. We expect a return from our master.
That seems kind of uninterested. The Hodge.
No matter who
Oh. I'm about to have it, right? Kind of need some CC though, don't we? To send it? Fuck it. No CC, just damage.
no matter who
Hunter damage is kind of fucked up for that. So damage wise, we actually top. I am somewhat surprised by that. It feels extremely similar to Dragonflight. Yes. It's also the same game mode. The biggest difference you'll probably find. Yeah, no, it feels very similar. With, I mean, it's obviously with change, but yeah, no, it's probably fair to say it feels similar. Well, it feels like kind of similar to like going from BC to Wrath, I guess. It doesn't obviously like going from Shadowlands to Dragonflight was quite a big difference. I think it's just not as big of a difference in terms of gameplay as Dragonflight was. So when I say that, it's not even a criticism of anything to do with it at all. It's not even remotely criticism. Just, you know, it's its own new rendition of it. wouldn't be pessimistic at all. I'm not pessimistic at all. It's just it just isn't like I couldn't expect them to have some sort of crazy product that is entirely new. There's plenty of like there's plenty new for each class. It just doesn't feel like a new game. You know what I mean? I think it'll feel new in some ways. I will be honest, my biggest criticism of PvP going into the new expansion is that I don't think there's a new gearing hook for players. I think that's quite important in MMOs. They're going with the idea that that's not important, and Legion did fine without that on some level. So I'm not entirely pessimistic that that's terrible, but back in my mind, I do feel like Legion, they drastically changed their tune after Legion. Basically PvP is going to be a pro mode. I haven't seen any rewards overhaul for it yet. So it's going to be like the gearing is, players are greatly in control of it. Looks like it'll be even easier than Dragonflight. Faster overall. Basically, it's shifting to an increased conquest model where you don't have a vault anymore. So there's no RNG in your gearing whatsoever. You just get given conquest each week, but at an accelerated rate, and you just buy your gear, and that's it. That's currently the PvP hook. And that, to me, you know, doesn't feel, I mean, it's how other game modes work too, I suppose, but doesn't seem thrilling. I mean, it's not a matter of the so again, we're not quite the target audience for it, Bold. The question is it a compelling enough reason to PvP? So the question is like not whether PvP is will continue to PvP, right? The question is not that at all. The question has never been that. That's the incorrect question. The question is not will PvP is PvE or PvP. The question is will anyone else? Because if no one does, except for PvPers, then you end up with a very, very small community eventually. So if you have no like hook, like some new reward, interesting way of, maybe a PvE hook, maybe just some, some excitement, like a reason to feel special. In the absence of a reason to feel special, I feel like, that's tough. Legion pulled it off, kinda, but it was actually kind of a problem in Legion too. Like Legion had a very stagnant ladder that no one really played until the end of the season each season for like 7 seasons straight. And that was in addition to fast seasons. So we'll see what they do, but I'm certainly, like, in the back of my mind, a bit concerned that it might be a bit stagnant when there's not really, like, think about how deterministic Conquest is. You have zero incentive to PvP in any given week. You could skip the first week entirely and just PvP second week, right? There's no vault anymore. You could skip the third week, PvP the fourth week. No reason, nothing. They've had some level of PvP vault PvP capping for quite some time. Even on some level, in Legion it was just RNG gear, I think. Actually, Legion was an example of not having that. So we'll see how it goes. What's the XP boost? It's at, I think it's at 75% below level 40 or something. So it's really, really substantial below level 40. Do you don't have one of these to turn in right now? Thank you, Tree. But yeah, I think it's up to like 75 below level 40, and then it's 50% from 40 to 60. Leveling really, especially this phase, is not much of a thing when you consider. Not much of a thing when you consider that a great deal of it you can be doing in-game content. You know what I mean? So it doesn't end up having the same feeling to it. Oh wait, it's me. Whoops. It's all good. It's definitely me though. I'm actually like I've heard the old Elite Gear idea before. I mean, I don't know. It's an option. I'm not hugely against it. I imagine there's a good number of people that would be quite against it. The minority, of course, right? But I imagine that there'd be a louder group of people that are interested in it. So titles, tabs, and achievements. Most people don't actually. Yeah, you only have the like for reference, Elite Gear has been 1800 for a bit, so you'd only have the 1800 achievement for that season, I guess. I mean, it's a lot of the reason people would have participated in those seasons. But I think there are ways you could implement ways to catch up to old seasons, potentially by using yeah, I don't know. MMOs it's a tough one, man. It's a really tough one. Exclusives in MMOs are like or like in anything, are like a really important part of like why people covet things. Even like games like League don't usually touch that shit for the most part. Like I mean, at least previously, like Ford and stuff, like a lot of games function through exclusives. It's like a part of why you participate. I'm surprised there aren't more exclusives in PvE. Like they haven't actually like leaned on that too much at all from a PvE standpoint. I mean, it doesn't really punish you at all because it's an exclusive. That's the entire point. You aren't punished for it. You just weren't there for it because it's an exclusive. But I can... Oh, that guy's fucking dead, man. But you know, I'm like, I think there are ways you could do it on a limited sense. So like you could, like, for example, you could earn over a very long time an extra token for that season, maybe by playing a certain number of games above that rating or something. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, you just get the item, and then it becomes like you're like, okay, I could just play that. Like me competing for this elite season doesn't matter as much. But yeah, it's tough. MMOs are a weird one. MMOs are a difficult one for sure. Let's see if we get lucky, huh? That's something new. Nope. Hard to get, apparently. It's okay. I mean, Aaron's still gonna need them tonight. They're pretty fast too. Well, there's no shot. This guy just takes all the shit. Huh. This guy's a bit of a ninja. Nah, he was entering. Alright. Thanks, helping out. Thank you for helping out, buddy. Sorry for keeping you waiting as well. And technically it costs you 30 gold because I owe you infinite gold. Owe you trillions of gold. I owe you literally trillions of gold. All right, well, we got most of it want done. We'll do a pretty early set of world bosses tonight. We can. I'm personally indifferent to the idea of rezzing that weapon. Let's just stack it with hunters or something. Like, I don't care. The cape's like a pretty tiny upgrade for me. I'm happy. Like, we could just take a trillion like melee DPS. Okay, that much? I mean, we can just make it helpful, right? If it helps us do the other stuff by giving you more gear, then that seems pretty smart too. Personally, I just enjoy doing it. But yeah. Anyway, that's the end of today's stream. I'll be on tonight. I don't entirely know what time. Thanks for watching, guys. I want to thank you for helping as well, bud. Thank you to Z Brizzy for the 19-month resub, Biggest for the 42-month resub, Just Takey for the 30-month resub, Warp for the 43-month resub, Wubs the 39-month resub, Sunny for the sub, Chuck for the host, Red Salem for the 19-month resub, Deez for the 19-month resub, Paige for the 6-month resub, Dirty Mike for the 41-month resub, Drac for the 83-month resub, and Grim for the Tier 2 43-month resub as well. Good night, Johnny, buddy. I'm sorry, I'm tired as fuck. I'll be back later on tonight. Good night, guys. No, I'm sorry because you just I imagine you just got here, so I don't, I don't mean to be dipping right as you arrive. Oh, great pictures on today. All right, love you, buddy. Talk to you guys later on tonight.